Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a wood with her mother. One day Little Red Riding Hood went to visit her granny. She had a nice cake in her basket. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf. "Hello," said the wolf. "Where are you going?" "I'm going to see my grandmother. She lives in a house behind those trees." The wolf ran to Granny's house and ate Granny up. He got into Granny's bed. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood reached the house. She looked at the wolf. "Granny, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what a big nose you have." "All the better to smell you with," said the wolf. "Granny, what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with," shouted the wolf. A woodcutter was in the wood. He heard a loud scream and ran to the house. The woodcutter hit the wolf over the head. The wolf opened his mouth wide and shouted, and Granny jumped out. The wolf ran away, and Little Red Riding Hood never saw the wolf again. The 45th floor. 3 men came to New York for a holiday. They came to a very large hotel and took a room there. Their room was on the 45th floor. In the evening, friends went to the theater and came back to the hotel very late. "I'm very sorry," said the clerk of the hotel, "but the lifts don't work tonight. If you don't want to walk up to your room, we shall make beds for you in the hall." "No, no," said one of the friends. "No, thank you. We don't want to sleep in the hall. We shall walk up to our room." Then he turned to his friends and said, "It's not easy to walk up to the 45th floor, but we shall make it easier. On the way to the room I shall tell you some jokes. Then you, Andy, will sing us some songs. Then you, Peter, will tell us some interesting stories." So they began walking up to their room. Tom told them many jokes. Andy sang some songs. At last, they came to the 36th floor. They were tired and decided to have a rest. "Well," said Tom, "now it's your turn, Peter. After all the jokes, I would like to hear a sad story. Tell us a long and interesting story with a sad end." "The story which I'm going to tell you," said Peter, "is sad enough. We left the key to our room in the hall.